Columbia officers are asking for the public's help by creating a new style of reporting online. Police staff says reporting crimes online will benefit both the department and the public because it will make wait time shorter. The idea behind the online reporting is people can file reports on incidents that don't pose immediate danger or threat to life or property.
We're trying to drive people more towards online reporting in cases where they don't necessarily need or want to talk to an officer face-to-face. Obviously, if someone wants to talk to a police officer face-to-face, that's definitely what we want to provide to them.
And officers are working on adding more types of online reporting. Proposition 1 would have meant the hiring of 40 new police officers in Columbia, but of course it failed.
Today, Alaska, Oregon, and Washington, D.C. made headlines earlier this week after they legalized marijuana for recreational use. So, is Missouri next? Show Me Cannabis wants Missourians to vote on the issue during the 2016 November election. The organization took its first step today, sending in a petition to Secretary of State Jason Kander's office. Before the issue is put on the ballot, the petition needs 165,000 signatures. However, many people are divided on the issue.
Anything you inhale into your lungs besides oxygen or medicine isn't good for your lungs, so I'm reluctant to see that approved.
Our purpose is not to increase marijuana use, and it's very important to understand that in the 10 states that decriminalized marijuana in the 1970s, there has been no greater use of marijuana.
Show Me Cannabis wants the drug to be taxed and sold just like alcohol is to adults over 21. Recent efforts to get the measure on the state ballot have failed, though.
The Columbia Regional Airport's Advisory Board is discussing the possibility of more cargo shipping.
KOMU8's Meredith Miller is live at the airport to tell us about the idea and what it could mean for one Columbia business.
Expanding cargo shipping here at the airport is just an idea for right now, but plans may come in the future. A class at the University of Missouri's College of Business is conducting a benchmark study next semester. Now, this study is going to show whether the expansion is beneficial and if there's any interest in it. Now, the board here says that there's no way to tell what the impact on the economy will be, but they do say that the airport may benefit financially. The airport would receive money from the expansion in landing fuel and parking fees. Now, also, if the board decides to expand, they may have to expand the runway and add more storage. Now, one business that could benefit from the expansion is the Northwest Medical Isotopes facility that is being built over in Discovery Research Park. Now, this company says that the supplies that they receive and ship out have a short lifespan. And since the airport would be shipping closer, it would be beneficial for them. Reporting live in Columbia, Meredith Miller, KOMU8 News.
MoDOT launched a new webpage today for old bridges which might have to be closed for repairs.
A number of bridges in Missouri have begun to deteriorate, resulting in the increased number of closures. Jen Croft is in the studio to tell us more about how you can stay informed and detour around those closures.
When MoDOT is planning to work on a bridge, those announcements come far in advance. These unplanned closures come from inspections of bridges where engineers may find something broken or rusted out. The new webpage even shows pictures of the bridge damage so that drivers can know exactly why the bridge is being closed. I spoke with an engineer at MoDOT who said they have over 2,000 deficient bridges that are frequently inspected. The older the bridge, the longer it will take to fix, causing longer closures and inconveniences for drivers.
We're always trying to share more information, and we've had to close 7 state bridges so far this year. That's more than normal. And as we close each one, as they get older and older, they're harder to fix and reopen. With our declining funding, we're having to leave them closed for longer periods of time, so that's affected the traveling public.
MoDOT expects the unplanned bridge closures to continue as long as bridge conditions keep declining. To take a look at the new webpage, go to our website, komu.com, for a link.
The Department of Natural Resources is hosting a meeting right now that could dictate the future of hog farm operation in Callaway County. Neighbors have been protesting this farm that could bring 10,000 hogs to the area for months now. And the DNR is sitting down to hear their concerns. KOMU8's Katie Link is live at that meeting to update us on what neighbors are saying.
Well, the meeting here at Hatton McCready Elementary School just wrapped up. You'll see people streaming outside right now. About 200 residents gathered to talk about this proposed hog farm operation. First, the DNR told the crowd about the history of the proposal and then the public got the chance to voice their concerns. One engineer who surveyed the land drove all the way up from Oklahoma to tell the public what she thought about the farm.
They were going to build these barns on top of 3 ponds. They failed to mention any of the ponds in the permit application at all. And to me, if you're going to be building something below ground and you're putting it on top of a lake, you should talk about the fact there's a lake there already.
Neighbors are especially worried about keeping their water sources safe after late last month a 10,000-gallon hog waste spill invaded nearby Callaway County streams. The DNR is expected to make a decision on whether to accept or deny the proposal tonight, but will not voice their decision tonight. Live in Callaway County, I'm Katie Link, KOMU 8 News.
One mid-Missouri same-sex couple is rushing to the aisle.
Following a judge's decision to overturn the ban on same-sex marriages, Sheena Hughes and Carrie Wasson got engaged 2 years ago. Now they plan to wed in St. Louis, where the judge's decision is law.
We wouldn't have to go to St. Louis, all the way to St. Louis, if they would just go ahead and do it. You know, if they just go ahead and lift it here, I could go right down the street and get it done tomorrow. You know, I wouldn't have to wait.
The St. Louis Recorder of Deeds is the only one allowed to issue same-sex marriage licenses in Missouri. The couple will marry next week. Wasson will take Hughes' last name.
The ruling could affect more than just same-sex couples. It could also be a boost for local businesses. Wedding photographer Katie Barnes has been taking pictures of couples in Missouri and New Hampshire for years. She said when gay marriage became legal in New Hampshire back in 2010, her company got a very big boost, and she expects the same in Missouri.
I think it's something that, you know, helps expand our business. We could reach a whole new demographic of people, but more than that, it's something that my husband and I really believe in. So, you know, we're just really proud to be in Missouri at this point.
Barnes thinks the ruling will affect many other wedding businesses as well. Now today, a federal appeals court in Cincinnati upheld the right for states to ban same-sex marriage. This overturns lower court decisions in Kentucky, Michigan, Ohio, and Tennessee that found the ban unconstitutional. This is the first appeals court to uphold the ban, contradicting 4 other federal courts. The split could push the Supreme Court to making a decision.
Well, it's been pretty warm for November until today. So let's send it over to Maya to see if the weekend continues the colder temperatures.
Yes, it was pretty warm earlier until today. We had that cold front that moved through, provided those breezy conditions. I know you saw that wind whipping around out there, but let's take a look at the satellite and radar right now, see what's going on. You see by the northeastern corridor of the country, you got that area of low pressure, but look at the Midwest. We're pretty clear right now as we zoom in. You can see here not dealing with anything as that cold front has moved through the area and has provided us with some pretty clear conditions right now. Currently, we're at a temperature of 40 degrees, humidity at 60%, so we're pretty dry out there. Not really dealing with anything right now, but let's look at the weather headlines. We have a mild Friday on the way, cool, sunny weekend on the way, and the big story is this taste of winter for next week, but I'll have more on that coming up in just a few minutes.